on this episode of Bot versus Con.
My daughter would probably absolutely love it and be like, it's so funny and giggle her butt off. So far in this picture, the head sculpt looks amazing. I like what I'm seeing so far.
Yeah, I think you'll pick it up to go with that Prime. This looks phenomenal. It looks so much better than the Optimus one.
The purple and black are great, and then even the silver in there breaking it up.
A-Team van, perfect. And then all they would have to do would be the torso, which I'm sure there's somebody out there they could do in black.
Bought. Yeah, I love the bug eyes. They look, look really cool as well. Yeah, I need some backgrounds like this.
Make them.
Yeah, that's not the right answer. The blades are bigger than the blades on Vortex are bigger than Brawl. Yeah, pull the trigger on a pre-order, but I definitely would do it on a MP side.
This is Bot versus Con. Make sure to subscribe and consider becoming a member.
As always, I'm James the Con.
And I'm Bobby the Bot.
And like I said, this is Bot versus Con, where your voice is heard. We got a lot to go over today. Something literally for everybody. For you G1 fans, for you Shattered Glass fans, for you Beast Wars fans, for your Robots in Disguise fans. For everybody, we got something. So stay tuned for that. But before we get into all of that, we want to give a big shout out to the Chosen Prime. Thank you so much for sponsoring our channel. And you can go ahead and pre-order probably a lot of what we're going to be talking about on their site, or even already get it shipped to you. It all depends on what you're looking for. Also, we want to give a big shout out to our members. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey. We really appreciate it. And we're looking forward to some fun things already with members only content. So stay tuned for that. Also, I want to say, Bobby said it last time, thank you to all of our subs for letting us get to 3,000. We really appreciate it. And we were supposed to have our hauls tomorrow to kind of celebrate, but that's not going to happen anymore. So, Bobby, why don't you take over?
Yeah, so unfortunately, I had a leak in my house, and it's damaged 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms in my basement. And so there's fans all over. They're demoing the floor. It came from the top or from the main floor and leaked down. So they're also going to be doing work on the main floor as well. And all of my cases, and I mean, we put a video up earlier.
And right now I'll put another video up for you guys to watch.
Well, unfortunately, I had a leak and my museum is decommissioned. So just to give you an idea, all my cases have been, well, a lot of my cases have been moved to this room. And it's going to get loud, but these are the fans that are set up to dry out the area. But first, you can see everything's been somewhat moved. This is the room where normally the cases would be. Got one down here. Several fans here. There's usually cases over here. And we can see that a bunch of cases are in here, but you also see that there's fans blowing because of the leak I had. And then even my recording studio has been taken down as well. And just to kind of show, that looks like a shadow, but all that is water. All this is water. So yeah, that's normally where I record, and so unfortunately we are going to be down this weekend. We still will record the news, but the live will have to get pushed out. I apologize. As always, till all debates are won, I will be back soon with James, and we'll schedule the haul.
Yeah, and so you can kind of see what's happened, kind of like a before and after. And so for temporarily, I'll be recording in my office, and so all my toys are kind of placed in corners and not really accessible. So I apologize. This is something that we'll go ahead and reschedule as soon as I can kind of get access to things. And want to say thank you to everyone who submitted their hauls. Maybe we'll even do a May haul and just I won't show my stuff, but we really do appreciate it. We'll kind of figure it out behind the scenes. But thank you everyone for the well wishes and thoughts and stuff. That really means a lot. We're just kind of gonna keep on chugging along, and we'll work on June.
Yes, exactly. We will figure it out one way or another. Stay tuned. But the news should not be stopping, because that's just a roller coaster that you can't get off on. So, Are you ready to get onto this?
Yes, and you can see all the dead bodies behind me, because this is what I feel like my space looks like. So, yes, I'm ready.
He's not lying. First, we have a TF Nation attendee, so James Roberts will be there. Looks like he wrote a lot of IDW stuff, I believe. Not very familiar with his work, but I know Getaway, and that's a pretty cool little character arc that he has, if I'm not mistaken. So that's cool.
I just saw More Than Meets the Eye, and I was thinking of the first episodes of the G1 cartoon, and he doesn't look old enough to be a writer for that. So
he was probably watching it along with you.
Exactly.
Moving on, Iacon 3D Labs is going to have a giveaway. I don't exactly know the details, but go give them 1,000 followers. I'm assuming on Facebook. Go like them if you haven't already. They do great work. And shameless plug, you can go ahead and order our stand, the Bot vs. Con stand, for your favorite figures. There's Bobby's is in spirit. And go ahead and give them 1,000 followers. They're great people and they deserve it.
Yes, and thank you for everyone who's shared their pictures of them picking up the stand. We really appreciate it, and so far everyone's liked it. I think they're really cool.
They did a great job. They did a great job on it.
Yeah.
Next up, we have this, which is a Chosen Prime top secret teaser. I did not want to say all of this, so I put it on screen. So feel free to read it. They really went all out with this debriefing. I think it's really cool, but if I was to read this, I'd probably mess up 20 of the words in here because I can't read it. The main thing is that it deploys at 1100 hours on June 2nd, 2025.
So 11 a.m. June 2nd.
So we'll be talking about this on the next show.
Yes, and I always wonder, I understand 1100 hours and all that, but is it standardized on Eastern time?
It doesn't say. So it has the tiger stripe thing in here. My first thought, well, what do you think it was? I have pictures of what I think it was. What do you think it was?
I have a feeling that, and I know Joe Fest is coming up, and it's closer to Joe Fest than it is to TFCon. So I'm thinking it might be something related to G.I. Joe, but I don't know G.I. Joe vehicles and anything like that. But I'm thinking it might be something associated with G.I. Joe. And if not, if it is early TFCon, then I would be thinking maybe Stripes,
Well, they work with Fans Hobby. That Stripes was I see Tiger Stripes, so that would make sense, but I don't think they're going to make it.
I don't either.
My first thought was Hooligan. They have the jets. They can make Hooligan. This would be really, really cool. I actually, he's somewhere around here. I have a original Hooligan from G2. I really like him. Fun character. Maybe they could remold the arm and have a Mega Man blaster. Because he has that gun arm. But then, like you, I realized that this was Joe Fest. Were you going to say something?
I have no idea who this is, so that's what...
It's from G2. I just think he has a cool color scheme, and he's a
yeah,
jet.
yeah.
But then I realized again, it was during Joe Fest, just like you, and I think it's just going to be one of the Tiger Force repaints, which is more yellowish than orange, so it makes sense with the little picture they have. I don't know G.I. Joe a lot like you, but with Joe Fest around the corner, Fans Hobbies got G.I. Joe stuff. It's Tiger Stripes. 2 and 2 equals 4.
Yeah. That I think it's really exciting. I will be at Joe Fest, so if anyone's coming or going, please let me know. Maybe we can meet up. I will be there, and I'm excited about seeing Chosen Prime there. I'm not a Joe collector, but Ramen Toys also going to be there, and they're going to be showing off an exclusive as well that I'm grabbing. I already know I'm grabbing that, so I'm really excited about this either way. And if it is a Transformer, that's even better.
Sounds like you're going to just have to have a case full of G.I. Joe stuff, and you got to go back and collect some of that stuff.
No. My basement can't take it.
Let's get into the leaks, which is funny every time this comes up now. It's so ironic.
Yeah, right. We're gonna like change this to like, something else, rumors or something like that. We're gonna put a rumor, a windmill or something like that. It's gonna be called the rumor mill.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. First, this is via Macari. I don't know if it's a leak or if it's out or what, but we have the Nemesis Prime and Clench Swapticons. I'm just going to say it. If I see this in store, I'm picking it up. This is the only one of the Swapticons I'll pick up because it's Nemesis Prime. I've got a Nemesis Prime collection. It would be stupid if I didn't pick this up, especially when it's like, what, $8.99, $9.99, something like that. And Clench, I don't think we've had an official Clench toy since BotCon back in 2009, maybe 11. I don't remember exactly what year. But before that, I think the only one has been the G2 version, which is crazy that he's coming back for this, but I guess they needed a black truck to go with Nemesis Prime. But it looks fine. Both of us have said we're not super happy with we're not super involved in getting these. But I can say for Nemesis Prime, I've got some weird Nemesis Primes that I probably wouldn't have got if they weren't Nemesis Prime. So I'll add this to the list.
I'm getting this as well.
Really?
I think if they look like they're uniform, I like the colors go together. Like I don't like if you look on the second picture on the top right, I don't want to see a truck with a jet back or a truck with a tail or a truck with a dinosaur body. Like that looks crazy. My daughter would probably absolutely love it and be like, it's so funny and giggle her butt off. I don't like that. So this looks like it's supposed to go together. Like,
Yeah.
So
and some of them look good together that they've done. Like I think the Optimus looks okay with Magnus on the back because Magnus is just a trailer. You know what I mean? So some of them look good, but this one in particular, with the pink on the windows and the pink on the back with the blue and it's all black, this one is probably the best one.
Yep. This will give me a representation of it. I can say I've been here, done that, got the t-shirt, or in this case, got the toy, and be good with it. And I have a smaller Nemesis collection just from all the different primes that are repainted. So,
yeah, I think this looks good. If you see one in stores, get me one, and I will do the same.
Yep, sounds good. I'll start looking now.
Next up, via TFW, we have the Studio Series Devastation game Sideswipe and Wheeljack, which will be Target exclusives. Now, as you are already starting to collect Transformers Devastation game figures, you have them on pre-order right now. The Jet and the blue car.
Okay.
Will you be picking these up to go with them?
Probably not. I do have to see more. If they look good, yes. If they look mediocre,
no. Do you think they're going to be new molds, or do you think it's just going to be Earthrise, Sideswipe, and Wheeljack? I don't remember which one was in Earthrise or Kingdom or whatever.
If I'm actually going to say they're new molds,
Okay.
And the only reason is because they did a new mold with that Optimus Prime.
I'm gonna say that they're not new molds because they're Target exclusives. I think if they were general releases, they would be. But then again, you got the Jazz, Bumblebee, and Wheeljack. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, because and the thing is that they can do a Target exclusive, and then repaint it as something else and make it a general
repaint it as
release.
the 86. This will be Devastation, Sideswipe, and Wheeljack that look, more like their normal representations, like you see on the screen, and then they'll make the 86 ones in the more traditional paint jobs. That's very well could be.
Yeah. So if they look good, I'd be in, and depending on the price.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say how much they are, but we don't really know anymore.
Yeah.
Next up, Prime vs. Prime showed off the fusion cannon of Megatron.
This is fine. I'm not excited.
Okay. Are the proportions of it off? I'm asking you because you have the G1 toy and all that stuff.
Typically
the back area looks so huge.
So
and then the nozzle doesn't look big enough. I don't know.
Typically, it's shorter in the back
and longer in the front.
In the front.
Okay.
Where here it looks like it's in the middle.
Which is weird. It's like you could spin it if you want, and you could have either side being the blaster.
Right. So that part is there, but even that,
it's a minor complaint. I'm just talking about what we see.
But it not that it is. But you were talking about like the details in there, and usually they're for the G1 cartoon and the movie and everything. There was more smoother transitions and stuff. This is giving me Siege vibes. Not that it is.
Just about to say Siege, yeah.
But it's giving me Siege vibes, and again, it could be completely different, and I'm hoping that it's completely different. But so far the look of it looks very Siege-ish.
Which I personally like. I like that, but I could see why cartoon lovers like you would not, depending on what you're looking for. So
yeah,
you like it too, and this isn't a masterpiece figure, so you'd probably be fine with it.
Right.
But why don't we look at a closer up image of Megatron that Takara showed off? So stay tuned after this break and let's get into it.
Ooh.
All right, we won't make you guys wait any longer. Let's get into Just Announced. So Takara showed this off, which is a silhouette of a whole bunch of Studio Series figures. So the new ones, which we'll be talking about, are the Starscream from Transformers 1 and Megatron. And then we also have Mixmaster and Scavenger. I guess they're kind of new images, but we know what they're going to look like. And Alita 1 was already revealed like 6 months ago, and it's still not released, which is kind of crazy to me. But let's just take a closer look at these two. Let's just look at Starscream first. You can't see much. Will you be picking up TF1 Starscream to have some TF1 representation in your collection?
Nope, negative. I think I might have a popcorn bucket or something like that from TF1.
I think, again, you can't see much. I think Starscream actually looks good. I'm not going to pick it up. If they did a Slipstream, I'd be interested. If they did Skywarp, I'd be interested. I like Skywarp's design from TF1. But I'm just not a big Starscream fan. I think it looks good. But on to Megatron. The first thing I noticed, and I feel like Negative Nancy? I forgot what I got called in the comments. That sword is tiny. It looks like a machete.
It looks like a baton. He's a cop.
Well, he's slicing you, so you don't see it. But I'm like, it looks so small. Megatron sword is huge. You know what I mean? Like in the G1 toy. And does he use it in the cartoon?
I don't remember him necessarily having a sword more so than a mace.
I remember, I of course know the mace, but the sword came with the toy.
But I'm trying to think. Yeah, I remember. But I'm trying to think in the movie, did he have like a little sword or something like that?
So maybe this is screen accurate. Let us know down below.
I'm trying to remember.
I don't know
when him and Prime were fighting. I remember he grabbed the little pistol. I remember. I might be thinking of a different sync scene when they were fighting somewhere. But yeah, it does look very small. He's got a double-edged butter knife.
Do you think it's going to be rubber?
Oh, probably so.
Yeah. Hopefully it just looks good. That's all I care about. It does not look like a Megatronus repaint.
True.
So that's good. Unless, like, maybe they share the same inner workings and they completely change the outside, but I'm honestly cool with that.
Yeah, I would be too.
I think that's great.
They could transform exactly the same. I'd be okay with that.
Exactly, yeah. I think it looks really good. From what we're seeing, we don't see a lot. Disclaimer, it could come out and be like a piece of dog poop. But from here, it looks good. I think the head looks an appropriate size. The chest looks big enough. I wish he had a little bit more of a neck. But that might be hard with transformation. I get that. The cannon in the back's way too long, but whatever. We just talked about that. I think this might be a really good Megatron.
All right, so this is... I think the chest is a little bit too... It's sticking out a little bit too far, but again, that's because...
This way or this way?
This way.
Okay.
It looks like he got a bosom. But...
He's trying to compete with Shockwave.
He's trying to do something. This is my one complaint based off of this.
I know what it's going to be.
I'm really not liking these 5mm ports anymore.
I knew it. I was going to say it's the 5mm port on the side. Yeah. Does Prime have them? I'm asking you questions you don't know. Continue.
I don't remember.
And you can't check, so continue.
And I can't check. But I think I'm starting to really not like them. I get for putting the gun on opposite sides and you get options there, but in this pose, that's the first thing I noticed. And I thought you were going to mention that. That's why I was doing this, when you were talking, because I was like, I didn't even notice the sword. Like all I saw was that port. And again, I get it. That's their thing. And it's for battle damage or for, action scenes and stuff like that, for blast effects rather. I get it. I just don't really like it. And this could be also due to the fact that I'm more of an MP collector or more of a third-party collector or and I don't see them. The figures look clean, and I think that these holes in them make it breaks up the cleanliness of the figure. So that's why I don't like it. But everything else looks good. Like I was looking at the legs look like they're proportioned correctly. The barrel on his back looks like it's an appropriate height and looks like it has some size to it. We talked about the fusion cannon. They'll probably make an upgrade for it eventually as well to be more accurate, and it's probably going to be like the barrel of the tank or something like that as well. But so far in this picture, the head sculpt looks amazing. I like what I'm seeing so far.
Yeah, I think you'll pick it up to go with the Prime. Just gonna say.
I think so.
I think you have the Prime. The Megatron would make sense.
I think.
Or you're gonna wait till the KOs come out.
Well, that's.
So I do want to touch a little bit on the 5mm port. I think it looks so crazy because it has a lip around it. I think if it was flush with the arm and just a hole in the arm, I'd be more okay with it.
Yeah.
But since they're making it a prominent feature, it doesn't look as good. And I also understand with Megatron, when they do the files, I'm assuming they're just cutting him in half and duplicating it and mirroring it, on digitally, which is why he has a hole on both arms. It would be cool. I mean, this would be way over the price point. I think they did this before. Some company did it, where they had a spring with a little filler. So when you would push it in, it would come in and then it would pop out. So it'd be flush. You know what I'm saying?
That would.
But again, good. I don't expect Hasbro to do that at this price point.
No.
Yeah, I think it looks good though. I'm interested to see more. I might actually get my first Studio Series figure in 5-6 years. And it's just Megatron.
I think I like it again. I'm very curious.
Yeah, me
very
too.
Curious about it. It looks good so far.
Takara also showed off on their Twitter account Thundercracker and Reflector Dramatic Capture Series. So
yeah, I'm gonna pass.
I mean, it's probably going to look amazing, but I don't think either of us need this in our collections because we have other versions of them. We've said it in the past. If these came out
first,
that's a siege mold for Reflector.
Yeah,
that would have been like 7 years ago.
Yeah, 2019.
Okay, well, yeah. If this would have came out 7 years ago, you might have picked it up.
Yeah. That's. Again, I understand business, and this is great for people who weren't collecting 7 years ago.
Correct.
You're getting
the might be 6 years ago, 2019.
Whatever it was. I was thinking, 2019. Whatever. However, if you weren't collecting, you're getting the best looking version of these figures, which is amazing. For me and you and others out there who have these in their collection, and then there was a couple of repaints of the Reflector. So
yes, I have the toy version. That's the one
I have the toy that came in the little square box with the bubble. Yeah, I have that one, and then I have not to mention the Netflix ones. You know, I didn't get those. I got those as well. So it's a matter of now I just don't need them. Even more so because they're gonna, even before the changes in how the economy is being affected right now.
You just don't need them.
These were the Dramatic Capture series were more expensive as well because they have that premium paint. So I just don't want to double, triple, quadruple dip. I guess it would be now.
Definitely. Skybound showed off the 3-page preview of issues number 20. I don't think these are too spoilery right here, but go ahead and pick it up. Let us know when you get caught up.
I actually caught up with Void Rivals. I did that last week, and then I'm trying to catch up on Transformers, and I again started that, and it's getting really good. Void Rivals was always good, but it kind of hit like a little slow spot, and now it's kind of getting really good again.
Good. Well,
yeah.
I'm not even going to say how many I need to read.
21.
Yeah, exactly. Yolo Park showed off the AMK Pro Bumblebee movie Soundwave teasers. So according to some information, the prototype will be shown off at the 2025 Hainan International Digital Entertainment Expo in China, which is May 31st to June 2nd. So we should be seeing a prototype of this soon. I still think it's funny that they're still using Bumblebee movie designs. That just shows how much they hit it on the mark with those designs. And then they kind of threw it all away with Rise of the Beasts.
Whew. I don't think I'm going to pick these up. I'm going to,
Well, no, you're not going to pick this up. You get another Soundwave first. You get the blocky Soundwave before this.
Very true. I just don't want to eat too many of my words and have a word salad.
You pull it up during the haul or something.
Yeah, these teasers look really good, and somebody commented about these teasers are like, really bad. I'm not going to use what they said, but somebody really complained about them. I hate teasers as well because I just want to see what the figure looks like, But these look really good,
and this one's only a few days.
Yeah,
it's like, here, we're going to show it. Go look for it there. Makes sense. The Megatron ones are like, come on now, not Takara's. Everybody doing the photoshops and stuff. I'm like, okay, just show us it already. I think that's probably what the commenter was talking about, not official ones. We got a lot of teasers to talk about too, so stay tuned for that. And I actually like the Soundwave design. I don't need the Yolo Park version of it. I think it looks cool.
It does.
They really did a good job with that first scene in Bumblebee with all the G1 characters, and I still don't know why they just didn't make a movie out of that. Why we got Rise of the Beasts instead. There's obviously one that the fans like better, let's just say. Anyway, that's a whole other can of worms. Maybe we'll do a show on it. That would be fun.
Yeah.
We probably have talked about that in depth, the Rise of the Beast one. Anyways.
Let's do a movie review.
we should do movie reviews. Watch all 7, 8 movies and do movie reviews. Let us know if you want to see that down below. We have Transformers, Wild King, Energy Beast, Abyss Rain. Holy cannoli! I want this just because of the name, but the color scheme looks amazing as well.
Yeah. This looks great. The color scheme got me.
Phenomenal. Like, this looks really good.
It looks like it's a shattered glass Dinobot. You know, that's what it looks like.
I didn't even think about that, but that makes sense. Yeah. I love that blue with the bright purple and the bright tealish baby blue, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
This is very tempting.
I doubt I picked this up, but it does look good.
You can order it on Amazon Japan right now too. I don't know how. Let me know down below if you've ever ordered from Amazon Japan and how that works. I mean, I know the tariff situation is probably changing how that works, but let me know because you can order it. It says it ships to the US because this looks so nice.
And the head almost looks like a male version of Nightbird.
You know, people in the comments were saying it looks like a ninja.
Yeah, it looks like.
So I can see that. Yeah, I'm honestly interested to see.
Well, is that a weapon behind? It looks like a handle behind the head.
What? No, that's just his back spikes.
On the robot mode?
Yeah, the back spikes are just folded up, and it's a big plate on his back, and it goes above his head.
Oh, it looks from here. It looks like it's a handle because it looks like it goes up like a cylinder, and then there's a little bitty piece on top of it that's round.
Are you talking about his shoulder?
No, so like if you look like right on the side of his head, like right here going.
Oh, but I think he has ears.
But I only see it on one side.
But I guess he only has one antenna. But that's definitely coming off of his head.
Yeah, because I was like,
I see what you're saying.
Is that like a weapon store? So is he, like a
No, I think that's literally coming off of his head. I think it's like an Optimus here. Let us know. Maybe we're both seeing it wrong and it's something else.
Yeah, the left side of his head.
But then they show this off, which is Nemesis Prime. This looks phenomenal. It looks so much better than the Optimus one. We've said this about the black. If they did the Rodimus, it hides all of the imperfections. My only gripe with it is it has the Autobot symbol and not a Decepticon symbol. But I know that's a thing Japan does. I'm really interested in this as well, but I don't think I'm going to be paying for the prices. But I think this looks so good.
I think we're 2 for 2 right now. I was looking at this and was like, damn.
I looked it up and I found the prices and stuff because I'm like, this looks. He needs a sword, not an axe, but whatever.
Yeah. The colors make it look so much better. Yeah. The bot mode. It's the color again. The colors make it look good, and the alt mode looks like a big box. On some tricycle wheels or something like that. But the colors look really, really good. I like the red windows. I like the white. I actually like the white insignia. The wheels aren't pegs. They're actually pinned in. This actually looks really good. The head looks good. I like this as well.
Yeah. And he comes with, let me read this, Lava Mulator, or Lava Mulator, maybe, which is a bull. And I think the bull looks really cool, too. I think all of these actually look kind of neat. And he could combine, and the combine mode with him as the arm looks pretty brutal. So, I don't know. I'm liking these. I just wish he had ankle tilts. I think that would have kind of made this one step up because it looks a little cheap without that. But I like this. Like I said, I have a Nemesis Prime collection. This would fit right in with some of the weird Nemesis Primes I have. We'll see if I get it or not.
So they lost me on this bull.
Literally.
Yeah, it's fine. It goes back to it's fine for what it is. Pick it up if you want it. This would be one I would skip out on. Definitely.
Well, it comes with Nemesis Prime.
Oh, it comes with them.
It's a 2-pack.
Oh, damn. Okay. Well, that's probably going to price me out if I did have a slow month.
It's 7,400 yen.
Oh, I thought you were about to say $74. I was about to smack my computer.
It's close. I put an
I was
extra.
about to ask my smart assistant right here. Alexa, how much is
About $50?
Oh, never. Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But that's without who knows if there's any tariff charges coming from Japan now.
I'm good. $50.
Yeah. I think that's an appropriate price, honestly, for an import.
Yeah. Yeah. Negative. Yeah.
Well, they also showed off Shadow Megatron.
The bot mode looks dope. I really like the bot mode. The alt mode, it looks like it has shrapnel's weapon.
Yeah, so that's like the crown part that goes on the
shrapnel bombshell.
Yeah.
But I again, this is another one. I like the colors on it. It gives another a good take of a different Megatron, and I like it. I like the yellow insignia. I like the yellow pops throughout his body as well. The purple and black are great, and then even the silver in there breaking it up. This looks really good.
I agree. I really like the Shadow Megatron repaints as well. Shocker. This black and purple and gold really reminds me of that one limb of Megatronia. I forgot the name of it. I love this like lavender purple. It looks great. Such a contrast with the silver. They blew it out of the park with these decos. And he comes with the partner as well. This is Frost Saber. I think this one looks much better than the bull. And except I don't like his weapon. It's like the tail flipped around. I like the axe on the bull better. But this pose with him with his arm out, kind of walking, almost makes me pick it up. But I'm still confused why the fangs aren't the weapon here and it's the little tail.
I think he's walking around giving people the bird.
That too.
I turned it up.
I really like this though. I'm honestly contemplating figuring out. But let me know your experiences with Amazon Japan down below.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think this one looks better. Still don't like it, but the gold tusk look really cool.
And it incorporates with the gold in Megatron more than I think. I didn't see that in the bull. I could be wrong. Maybe the bull has silver or something. But it looks like it incorporates with just a little pop of blue. So.
Well, and also I like the gold in his thighs as well. The Frost Saber, like that. That's kind of cool in there as well. So I just like these color schemes. I think that's probably what's doing it more than even the figures. These color schemes look really cool.
I just feel like if I buy one of them, I would probably get these three. So I need to buy 2 more of the limbs to have one full combiner with the wings of the pterodactyl.
Yeah, you have to get that giraffe you've been talking about, and maybe that elephant.
Those ones are ones that I will let you buy for me. I will pick up probably the red Spinosaurus. I think that would look cool. So let me know when I should be expecting that package.
Okay. Hold your breath.
Next, we have Mega Sting Bumblebee official stock images via 2005 member Noon. Looks great for a kid just starting into Transformers.
Yeah, the bot mode looks really good. On the package. The package of the car looks really cool as well. The figure itself, the arms look a mess, but as you said, for a kid, that's fine. I think they did a really good job on like the chest, the head, and the thighs, like kind of going down, and then it looked like he has like a Ultra Magnus armor on or something like that.
I can see that. They did really good with this Toon aesthetic, like kind of animated, like with the thighs being skinny and big legs. Even if it's not your favorite aesthetic, I think they did a good job with that.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I would have. It's hard. So it's hard for me to think about when I was a kid, because when I was a kid, G1 was out. So
it's a completely different.
Yeah,
landscape.
But it's fine.
Next up, first reported in 2019, the Nezha and Transformers cartoon is set to appear at the China International Cartoon and Animation Festival. So go watch it if you want it.
I'm going to have to, because I don't know what they're doing here. But is that I'm assuming.
So Neja is a popular character from Chinese culture, and this is set to be released this year. Why he or she, I think it's a she, is with Transformers, I couldn't tell you.
I mean, is that a scroll? I'm assuming.
I think it's a staff.
Or okay,
she's holding a staff in that picture with the cape.
Okay, so what is this? That's next to the art that's sticking.
I think that's at the end of the staff.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that looks dope. Whatever that is.
Go watch it.
That looks dope. Yeah, I if I can find a dub, I'll watch it.
Next up, we have the Mochi Bots, Plush Wave 4. We have Warfare Cybertron, Mirage Soundwave, Shattered Glass Soundwave, and Shockwave.
That Mirage and that Soundwave. Actually, the Shattered Glass Soundwave. I want both of those. I would pick up the Shockwave and the regular Soundwave as well, but that Mirage definitely, I would get that. I think,
yeah.
If it was priced right,
yeah. Shattered Glass Soundwave looks the best here, probably because to me, because I think they added an extra thing with the headband, and it just brings the character to life. But my second favorite's actually Shockwave. I love his little derpy gun just hanging off the side. It's so cute. These are very adorable. I wish they were in stores here. I'd probably be picking them up.
Yeah, I want that Mirage. I really like that Mirage.
Now, would you rather have the normal G1 Autobot Mirage instead of the Decepticon one?
I'd get Decepticon Mirage only because I have a lot of Autobot Mirages. So,
okay. So you'd put this with your Masterpiece figures as a representation until you get one?
Hell, at this point, I'll be rearranging everything. So yeah.
Next up, there was a teaser for Transformers Cyberworld. Did you watch it?
I did not.
Okay, so I did. It looks competent. It looks kind of cool. The animation actually looks pretty good. If these are 5 to 7 minutes long, like I think it was reported, I would probably watch them because they're on YouTube. What do I have to lose? So, if the first one's good, or at least interesting, not even good, it could be decent. In 5 minutes, I would watch it. Optimus' voice sounded weird, but that's just because it wasn't. I don't think it's Peter Cullen. Yeah, I think this looks kind of cool. Go watch it. It's weird. Elita 1's a boat. It's different, but at the same time, that's the whole shtick of this show. So, and I guess they're playing a game with Scorponok. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll say this. My attention span hasn't met this new generation. So like 5 minutes, I'm not going to waste my time on 5 minutes. I need a show. I need to be able to sit down and watch a show so I can get into it. 5 minutes, I'm not going to.
That's where we're the opposite. 5 minutes, I'm like, oh, I'll watch it. 30 minutes, nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
not for this. So
yeah. So I will. You can keep watching it and reporting on it.
Will do. Next up, we have Airwolf by Aoshima, 1:48 scale model. We don't usually talk about these, but we've been talking about it for forever on this show. So I put it on here. Will you be picking up this model to add to your collection?
I will not be picking this up. But this makes me say, come on, Hasbro, you got to do a collab with Airwolf.
Yeah, this looks. I've never seen Airwolf, honestly, and this alt mode, I'm gonna call it, would be really cool for a Transformer.
Yeah, I mean, if they did the whole 80s nostalgia of, and again, we've talked about it ad nauseum, Knight Rider, check. If they did A-Team, if they did Airwolf, if they did right? Street Hawk, which was a motorcycle, like those were the shows. And it's crazy, like A-Team had, several seasons, but I don't like Street Hawk and Airwolf. I don't think had like long runs of episodes, but they were such memorable shows. And I don't know why. well, because this vehicle is dope. This helicopter is dope, you know. But it's funny about that.
So I have a question for you. If X-Transbots repainted their Defensor, because I just said X-Transbots because they do repaints, in all black, and had Knight Rider as I forgot his name all of a sudden, the car, Groove as Street Hawk, Blades as Airwolf, and then maybe somebody else for the other two, would you pick that up? A-Team van, perfect. And then all they would have to do would be the torso, which I'm sure there's somebody out there they could do in black.
Bought. Like, yeah. Oh, if any company put these out in MP size, I'm in on them. That would be so cool. Now this is the one. I'll throw one at you. We both bought that Waspinator helicopter.
Oh, it does look like that.
If they came out with this in the black, I would be like, damn, I have to buy it.
I'd be skipping on that. But
that's how much I would like it. That's how much I would like it, is that I would buy that figure again.
Somebody just has to make a black helicopter and you'll pick it up, is what you're saying.
Oh, if it was Airwolf, yeah. Airwolf, yeah, I'm in. But I'm asking Hasbro because they're, into the collabs, and they did a very good job with the Knight Rider. That's my favorite collab so far that they've done.
Well, let's talk about something else that you'll be picking up. We've got Collector's Crafts Titan-sized Revenge, and this is going to be, I believe, $279.99. Go ahead and tell them Bob vs. Con sent you when you order this.
Damn, this looks good.
It does.
Yeah. I've like, as I'm thinking about redoing things in my basement and stuff like that, I am actually thinking about ships and having them hang from the ceiling and stuff like that. And this would be great to have hanging from the ceiling in one of my rooms. Like,
it'd probably be a little safer to hang than some of the Hasbro ones too, because it's one piece. It's not like a whole bunch of little pieces.
This is one piece.
Well, if you're hanging it from the ceiling,
this
has less pieces than the Ark.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I was just like, no, this is probably printed in multiple pieces.
Yes, but what I mean is it doesn't transform. So
God, yeah. So this looks very good, like very, very good, and I really like it. He did a very good job with this.
He did. I think it looks phenomenal too. So,
damn.
Next up, we have Funby Studios, the Global Space Bridge extensions. If you want it, go get it. It looks cool.
Yeah, I saw this and had a flashback of the show. I remember them riding on these roads that kind of popped up.
Oh, is that what this is supposed to be?
I think that's what it's supposed to be.
Oh, I remember. Weren't they not blue? Were they always gray?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I just remember. I thought they were just like regular roads. I mean, like regular highway roads. But
that's kind of cool. Okay.
Yeah, it's a really cool effect, and I think I read somewhere that like you can, they have connectors so you can make them as long as you want.
Well, you just print out different ones and then going.
Yeah, so that's really cool. That's what I meant, is that you can print out multiples and so you can make it longer, and that's really cool and good accessory for the Omega Prime.
Yeah. Next up, DNA showed off they teased a kit for the HasLab as well, and it's a fixed kit. So.
Man, this is Hasbro.
Did this further your conspiracy theory that Hasbro did this on purpose?
Mm-hmm. Like, it's
because Hasbro should have made this part and sent it out to every person that bought one.
Bang. Yeah, this is that N is actually a H, and it's like that's what that is. Yeah, damn Hasbro Anonymous. That's what it is.
Yeah. So I'm curious to see what the rest of the kit has. It's probably gonna have articulated hands, and I'm gonna be like, dang it, I should have got it if it had that. You know, that was, I think, my one complaint with it, even though I didn't need it, was that the hands were static. So
the crazy thing about it, they can come out with just this piece and people are going to buy just this piece. And
or like $14.99.
And then they can come out with another kit that has some other stuff on it. Like don't, to me, I would say don't wait on everything else. Put this out right now. This is hot. Put this out. People want to fix it. You know, people have been complaining about having to send their figure back or anything like that. Send this out. People are going to buy it like crazy. I'd put this out right now.
Buy it at like 3,000%.
I'd put it out right now. And then wait on the other upgrades for, you know, later on, because those are just that upgrades. But this is almost like a needed fix here. Some people talked about not even opening their figure because they didn't want to see
not transforming it or anything, or combining it or whatever.
That if I was Hasbro,
if you were the Hasbro Anonymous, you'd
doing Hasbro's agenda or something like that. That's what that's an H.
You gonna be picking this up though?
I don't know. Clearly this is Megatronus. I don't know. I don't know what I'm getting. I don't know. I just thought
looks like you get more flame effects. You get a chained weapon, but I think the flame effects are what you're gonna pick it up for.
I do wish there was more flame effects on it. I couldn't tell what. I like the weapon though. I actually do like the weapon, but it's just like I don't know the character of Megatron. So is this, you know?
I don't think the Fallen has ever had a mace, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, so
I think it's like what they did for that that one. They repainted the Cybertron convoy as that weird angel thing. Remember? Okay, never mind. Just keep it.
I tried not to lie. Sure,
anyways,
I remember.
You're gonna go ahead and pick this up. Let's just move on. We got a lot to talk about, and time's running thin. Transformers Dreamwave, or Transform Dreamwave, is coming out with a kit. I guess they've been gone for a long time. I don't even know who they are, but they're coming out with a kit for Tidal Wave, so we'll keep you informed about that.
Yeah, neither one of us picked it up. I don't even know what the kit is.
Yeah. Let's move on to Robot Toys RTD02 Beedrill, which I'm pretty sure is a Pokemon. And we got MP Waspinator. Now, how many of these are you going to pick up?
How many?
You need about 3 or 4 of them for a whole hive.
I don't even subscribe to that. I have honey in the cabinet.
These don't make honey.
that's I don't need a hive. Since we're not doing our hauls, I did get Scorponok, and it's the feet are the pain. I don't like the feet on not the robot feet, but the scorpion.
Getting them all like sorted in the chest.
Yes,
that did look like a pain when we saw the transformation video.
Yes, that I don't like that right now. It's not pegging in right now because I don't have the legs the right way, and I need them to give a better picture than what they have. But anyway, I'm assuming this is going to probably do something similar. Just looking at, the legs are going to fold in somewhere. I think the transformation will be very similar. Yeah. And it was, besides that, it's actually a pretty good figure. I will pick up one, I probably will pick up one because I don't have a MP Waspinator in my collection. Besides that helicopter that we talked about earlier.
He's right there. Right up there. Anyways, I think this looks really cool. There's some black magic going on, how the beast mode legs disappear. but then the robot mode arms and legs go away as well. Looks very cool. I'm assuming the legs just go into the thorax, and then the arms go into the second piece. I don't know what that's called, and that's where the legs come out. But it looks very cool. I've wanted a Waspinator for a long time. Not very excited just because it's like, okay, we're getting what I've been asking for. Yay. But it looks cool. I just wish the gun was painted silver, not green at the end, but it is I don't know if that's screen accurate or not. I just think silver would look better as a Stinger. But I think this looks really cool. I'll be happy to add this to my collection. I would love some repaints as well. So bring Beedrill home. I'm going to be replacing the helicopter. I don't know what I'm going to do with the helicopter now. I've still not transformed it after you said how much of a pain it was. But this will definitely be taking its spot, and I think it's a much better figure. I do think the arms, the arms coming off of the arms look a little bit dweeby, but that's kind of what it looked like in the show. So I'm not going to knock it on that.
Yeah, I love the bug eyes. They look, look really cool as well. Yeah, this looks good. I will probably pick it up. I'm going to pick it up, but yeah, I like.
They also showed off Black Beetle, which what is up with this naming convention? He is not a beetle, unless that's some sort of mistranslation. This is a legend-sized tarantulas. TM Reviews, friend of the channel, said that the MP version is also coming out, and the MP version is supposed to be shown, he said, tomorrow. So maybe by the time this is out, we'll have MP pictures. Let us know what you think down below. But we will be talking about that on the next one if it does come out. Will you be picking this up?
It's not going to be as much of a rush, too, because I do have the Transmetal
2-1.
Yeah, and I can wait.
Pick it up in legend size.
I'm definitely not getting in legend size.
So only if it's an MP size.
Yeah, only MP size, and even that is kind of a, maybe so, but it's not. I know I'll let you get it. I know you're gonna get it, and if the price is right, then yeah, I'll grab it.
I think the price will be right. They seem to be pretty reasonable. I might be in for both sizes.
Wow.
Hear me out. Legend sized is like actual spider sized. So it's an actual life size tarantulas. And it would be an amazing Halloween decoration. That's where my mind went to. So I might pick it up just for that, kind of funness of it. Are you looking around for a spider in your room to compare?
Well, my little dog is under my desk, and so she like ran across my foot. Or
and you thought it was a spider.
No, she's like snoring on my foot, I should say.
So this looks really good. They're like, what, I think $25 or something like that for the Legends. Now, who knows if it's a 2-pack, but just because that's fun. MP size is also bought. I don't have a season 1 Tarantulas. I really like season 1 Tarantulas. Character, design, everything about them. It's very nostalgic for me, so I'll be picking these up. Part of me thinks Robot Toys is just trans art, or maybe one of the trans art designers, and they just got a whole bunch of flack and just changed names. I wouldn't doubt it. Or they bought all the designs. It could be that too.
So the look and feel of Scorponok is not the same as trans art. So
different factory.
But even something like the engineering doesn't.
Engineering's a little bit different. Okay,
doesn't feel the same.
Maybe not. No.
But but either way, it's still, I like new companies. It gives us more options. And Robot Toys is giving us stuff that we don't have, so that's good.
Yeah, that nobody, even Transart, wasn't doing season 1, and they're doing what Takara won't, which is Predicons. So
there you go.
Is this part of the combiner? This is Toys Easy's Jingwei 901 type.
Yes, this is the final piece.
Okay, I couldn't tell because there was no combiner mode parts.
Yeah, this is the leg. The final leg. All right, so First, this looks like it looks like a GIF or something like that. Like, you know, you're talking to somebody and then you piss them off and
and they walk away.
and then he's just like, oh yeah, this ain't what I want. You know, so all those weapons are serious.
The missiles are so cool. They remind me of the King Toys slag. But honestly, I think this is cooler.
Yeah, because it's like it's like, I don't know what kind of ship it's called. You have the oh yeah, I don't know, are they like cargo? Are they cargo ships?
That's what it looks like to me. Either which way, they wouldn't have those giant missiles.
But yeah, that's why I was just like, where the hell are these missiles coming from? But it looks really good. They've gotten better with their last few releases. They took a step back with one, but you know, otherwise they've been really good. My only complaint about this, which again could change, is, you know, those gray hinges. More than likely they will change and be the same color. But yeah, it looks really good. Lots of panels, which all these boats are. But yeah, I'm liking this. The front and the end look similar to some of their other releases.
Well, that's because boats look similar to each other. I do think this looks good as well. And you have to make sure you get all the parts, don't you?
Yeah. I don't know why they're doing the transparent helicopters, but
I didn't even see them.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about, but yeah, this is done deal.
Yep. Next up, we have Dr. Wu's DWE-58B Rocket Giant Blue Guardian. You gonna be picking this up?
I'm waiting on a different repaint.
I think you're going to be picking up either the Shattered Glass Omega Supreme, which is, I believe, Action Master Omega Supreme, if I'm not mistaken. That you don't have that color, so I think you'd be picking that one up.
Yeah, I'm holding off. Yeah, I'm holding off for that, for a color I don't have, because otherwise it doesn't really make sense. I already have Masterpiece and Legends versions in these colors, so I'm good.
Makes sense. Kingto showed these off. These are the CTTU in pocket series. This is the gold, red, and black deco, aka the normal Predicon colors.
Yep, man, it looks good. Go ahead.
I think these look really cool. The finish on them is great. You gonna be picking these up?
I gotta order in for them, but
yeah, they look really good.
Mm-hmm.
What about these silver deco?
I hate them. I freaking hate them. All right, so why do they look like Silverhawks? They look like,
I see it. Yeah.
You know, and I saw this and was just like, damn, they look so cute. Like the first set, they look cute. I was like, oh, that's really cute, and da da da. These look like they're in their pajamas, like they're having a sleepover and they're all in their pajamas and stuff. Like, I hate them. Damn, I didn't want to buy a second set of these.
You're buying a third set, right?
I don't know.
I mean, look how good they look in alt mode. Look, I think this is where this set in particular shines.
It looks better
than the different color eye. They're cool.
Yeah, this set looks better than the original set. So, yeah, I can say this. I'm glad, because I have a pre-order in for the first set. I'm glad they're showing this off now, because I can cancel my first set and pick these up if need be.
Good. All right, well, you have enough time. Next, we have Ocular Max PS14E art via Chogo King.
What you think?
I think this art's really, really cool. I wish it didn't have testing on it, because this is like phone worthy, wallpaper worthy, because it's such a cool piece of art. My sentiments are the same about the combiner. Old combiner, I'm excited to get it, but I'm not like through the roof to get it, if that makes sense. But I do think this looks great. It looks like the Mega Octane that we all know, and I will be excited to pick it up.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I actually like these. I actually have the G2 completed set, and I was happy with the set. I'm happy that we're getting another set that's different. So, yeah, I'm and Magic Square's delivering on the G1 version that I want. So yeah, this is really cool.
Maybe with me, it's because it came out with the Swindle first, and that's not my favorite mold. It wasn't very dynamic, and the Rotor was much more dynamic. So hopefully they stay with that. I don't know. But it doesn't look like a bad set. I'll be happy to pick them up. It'll be my first all-in-one MMC combiner, so I'm excited about that. We are going to move on because we are running low on time, and we're only in just announced, so stay tuned. This is going to be an extra long episode as we take a quick break. Moving into updates, first we have Audley's Nemesis Prime versus Optimus. This looks like a scene out of a canceled G1 episode, and I love it.
They're about to get they might take some of my money.
This looks really cool.
I need some backgrounds like this.
Make them.
I need some backgrounds like this.
Make them.
Yeah, that's not the right answer. Survey says negative.
This does look really cool though, and now I want a season 5 of G1 where Nemesis Prime is the main antagonist. Maybe season 1.5 or something, because I want to see this.
Come on, like Hasbro, if you really wanted to make some money, do a season 5 of G1 like X-Men 97 did, or X-Men 96 and then 97, like, oh, that would be so dope. And then and put a story arc behind it. That would be the only change. Put a story arc behind it.
Yep, I agree.
I'm on the couch.
We'll see. I'm not even going to get into that. Anyways, Takara showed off some more teasers. We don't really need to talk about these. We got the Missing Link, Toon 2-pack, and MPG Hauler. We've already talked about these figures. You can't see much.
Yeah.
You going to be pre-ordering all these?
No.
Not even Hauler?
No.
Next up, we have some images of the 86 movie Constructicons via Laser Wave, TFW. And here he is in combined mode. I have to say, the uneven legs, you do not see it when he's posed, at least in these pictures.
Correct. I agree.
So I, if you pose him dynamically like this, I think it looks okay. But I do not like the bottom of the forearms. All the empty gaps. I'm sure that'll be able to be, DNA kit, or what is it? The Hasbro Agenda kit will fix that right up. But again, not a horrible Devastator, but I'm good. I like what I have, but I hope everybody that likes this will get it. In my opinion, it needs a lot more silver detailing on it, but that's not a Toon look, so I digress.
That's Hasbro Anonymous.
Is that what we're calling them? Okay.
Yeah. I saw the gaps as well. Of course, I saw the gap in the chest. I agree with you. The legs look, the legs look better. Is he standing on one leg, or
from the pictures? Yes, he is by himself, which is pretty cool.
That's dope. That's very good on that.
Thank you for saying that. I meant to mention that as well.
Yeah, so that's good. There's some strength there, and yeah, it's coming together better than I initially thought. Still not to where I've changed my stance on picking it up, but I think it's definitely improved from what we initially thought.
Correct, I agree. Which seems to happen with Hasbro. When people get it in hand, it looks better. So I'm happy to see that. Here we got Akai Studios Particle Cannon, who looks like he has a spray paint nozzle in the front. I know it's so you can attach a blast effect, but I think that looks so bad, honestly. You see what I'm saying, though? The rest of it looks good. I know it's a prototype, so I'm not going to complain too much about it being rough here or rough there, but I just don't like that nozzle in the front.
Raid? No.
Maybe that's why he has it. The Insecticons are making him mad.
Yeah. I think the idea of the weapon is really cool. It looks good, and yeah, I like it. I don't think I will be picking it up, but I do like the way it looks.
Agreed. Let's talk about another combiner you're going to be picking up.
Can we go back 1 second?
Of course.
I think I thought you were going to have a picture of the head too.
That's later on because those are already out.
Okay, then never mind. I'll
keep your comments to yourself for now.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Laser Cat Toys Broody. I really like it.
I'm in. I'm already in.
So good. I don't think I'm going to be picking it up, but these look so good.
Yeah.
I think they look better than the Predicons, and that's saying something for me to say that.
So is it just you don't have space for it, or?
I just don't need it.
Okay.
The Predicons were special because that's my favorite combiner team.
Yeah.
Now, if they did Ruination or G2 or Arctic Camo from Ruination or Desert Camo from Ruination for that matter, I pick it up. But I just don't need another Broody Kiss.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. I think these look really good. I love the blades on Vortex. It looks like my daughter when she has like her book bag on or something like that, and it's like bigger than her. you know, it looks like something like that. So yeah, I'm in on this. They look cute.
They do. I still laugh at these alt modes. I know scale is thrown out the window with Transformers, especially with these, but the tank being the smallest is just hilarious to me. And it's fine. Like, I'm not knocking it, but it's just funny.
Yeah. The blades on Vortex are bigger than Brawl. Yeah, they're so cute. And I don't know, do you have I
got more pictures. First we have, why don't we move into combine mode? But first, let's look at everything you get.
Yeah, look at those weapons you come with.
You get like everything you need. The combiner mode parts look good too. And
the head looks good.
The head looks amazing. And the whole thing, honestly, in combine mode, looks so good.
It really does.
My only complaint is Swindle, because I don't see a Jeep anymore.
Oh, yeah. That
it's like, maybe when it's in color, you'll see more on different angles. But I still think this looks phenomenal.
Yeah, and it looks like he has a helmet on. Like instead of it being just a regular head, it looks like he put a helmet on, like a space helmet on or something.
Which is cool. Which is cute. Yeah.
Yeah. And
you do get both chests. So.
Oh.
Are you going to be getting two of them?
No.
Which chest are you going to use?
Right. The one on the right.
The Toon one.
The rounded edges. Yeah.
Yeah. Even if it's brown.
I'll have to see the rest of it in color.
Okay. Because I would go with the Toon one. I mean, the toy one. But that's because that's the version of chest I've always liked. So.
Yeah.
These both look good. The head, you can really see it here, looks great.
Yeah, and
the detail work on these is phenomenal.
That's yes.
For being like little cute SD haha figures, they did a great job detailing it.
Yeah, and I saw a picture with them up against Predicons, and they look amazing.
No, this is the last one, but yeah, they do look great. Next up, we have Dreamstar Toys Load Warrior. And this is the lower half of Devastator, and there he is next to the leg.
I need this to hurry up and come. I'm getting impatient, and jeez, yeah, I'm getting impatient, and I know we owe you guys some Devastator Wars, but we may have to come back to the ones that I have, and
there's a truce right now.
Yeah.
And when the wars are back on, you'll be getting a lot.
Ceasefire, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, might miss out on the ones that are already released, and we might be moving with what comes in next. But yeah, I want this. That axe looks amazing.
It does. Yeah, I think these look. This figure has really grown on me since we first saw it. Yeah. More so than the other figures in the set. I still don't like the recessed wheels in the back. Like, I wish they were out because big dump truck wheels, but it's going for such a weird look. It's fine.
I originally thought it was just one wheel in the back, and I'm glad it's two wheels.
I assumed it wasn't one wheel, but that would be pretty funny if it was.
I thought it was just one big.
This would have been a lot more appealing if it was one wheel in the back, because that would have been like the weirdest thing in the world.
Yeah, I was just like, because it looks like it's recessed a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it looks great. And again, this color is my favorite color, I think.
Well, let's get into a disappointment, and we got Fans Hobbies MB10. We got the second prototype, and it's a disappointment because I think they made it smaller. It should not be smaller than the truck. It should be huge. That G2 Megatron is huge compared to the Optimus. And it looks like they really shrunk them down. They probably head-to-head when they're transformed. But I was looking forward to having a giant Megatron. And it looks like we will not be getting that. But they said they have adjusted the overall scale after making balance of proportion and production cost.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So they did it to make him cheaper. But I'm like, I was willing to spend like $250 on this Megatron. So,
yeah. Until this comes out at this size at $250, you're gonna be like, "What the hell? How much?"
Well, then I won't because of the size. But if it was a big size, I would be okay with that.
Yeah, I'm still in. I'm very curious
I'm still
about
in too. For the let me just make clarification. I'm still in. I want a G2 Max. So
yeah, I'm very curious to see how these stack up next to each other.
I think we'll probably get pictures. You know how they do it. Next news cycle will probably have robot mode pictures.
Right. Which means that this will probably come out later this year. Well, actually, or early next year, because I mean, they've been showing pictures of that Metal Hawk for six months now, at least.
Almost a year since we got the first wax images.
Yeah,
it's been about a year.
Yeah, so this will probably be out sometime next year, but looks good.
Yeah, I agree. Next up, we have the QQT Studio, Predicons and Devastator. I think we already looked at these pictures, but it was worth putting them in again. It still looks phenomenal. That one picture we saw made it look huge. Remember, in front of the keyboard?
Yeah.
But this can't be that big. I don't know. The price makes me think I'm going to be picking this up, but again, it all depends on extra charges versus the cost of the figure.
Well, I think you should pick it up because that, as cheap as the figure was, even the
add-on will be like $5.
will still be less than what you thought I think it was going to be initially. So
I think so too. So I might pick this up. I think it looks great. And Predicons, like I already said in this one episode, is my favorite combiner. So I wouldn't mind getting another G1 style version.
Yeah, damn. I might actually have to pick this up as well,
especially at that price, right?
Yeah, and the Constructicons.
Constructicons, I'm okay. They do look good though. So
they do look good. Let
us know if you will be in on this Predicons, on those Constructicons, on the other Constructicons, on the other Predicons, on the other Bruticus. You know, there's a ton of them out right now, and we'll be right back with what's incoming and recently released.
Yeah, these Constructicons are just doing a spitball fight.
Let's finish this off with what's incoming. We might be a little fast, so just bear with us. First, we've got Yolo Park's AMK Series Generation 1, Megatron Studio, and Bumblebee. These are the pre-assembled kits. I didn't see Prime, but he might already have been out, and I missed it. But all of these look great for the price they are. They're about $40. Yeah, if you need some non-transforming figures, you don't care if they transform, I think this is the way to go.
I don't like Bee's face, but yeah, I think Megatron
is fine.
He just looks goofy, but
he's not supposed to look goofy.
I don't know. He just looks really goofy.
That's how I. Okay. Anyways, whatever.
Yeah, but they look good.
They do. Go pick them up. Next, we have Trumpeter, the Wheeljack, and Starscream, the smart models. These have been shown off for like years, it seems like. And again, we're still getting Bumblebee movie designs in 2025, like 10 years later. They look good though. I really like that Starscream with the black that you see around it. I think that looks great. These are pre-painted, so if you're worried about having to paint or put stickers on, you'll be okay if you pick these up.
I like Wheeljack's chest. That's kind of cool.
Kind of interesting, especially for a Cybertronian version.
Right.
Okay. Next up, we have New Age Marvin. which is an Auto Trooper. This is probably my favorite color from them. Assuming they don't change it like they did with Lockdown.
Yeah.
I love the missiles on the side with the blue, kind of like Lockdown as well. I think this looks phenomenal. I always wanted an Auto Trooper. My only complaint is it's legend sized. If this was MP sized, coming from a good company that I know it wouldn't break, I'd probably buy 2 or 3 of these.
Oh wow! I'd buy one.
What's it called?
Troop building.
There you go. Yeah. I wish it was. I would wish it would be its own mold and not Trailbreaker, but this is good enough for me.
Yeah, it looks different enough for me to say that. I mean, just with the head and the color. But I would buy one of these. I've considered buying this in Legend scale. Haven't pulled the trigger on a pre-order, but I definitely would do it on a MP size.
Yeah. They also showed off Sid, which is the Shattered Glass Trailbreaker, which I do really like the head here. I don't remember if Trailbreaker had that head. I think this looks great, but this is one I actually have an MP size, so I would not be picking it up, but this does look really cool, and I do love the guns coming off of them. I like that they both have different shoulder weapons. Yeah, I think this looks cool.
Yeah, I also have that blue Trailbreaker from X Transbots, and the head didn't look like this at all.
This head looks way better.
But this head looks really good, and yeah, I'm not going to pick it up because of the same thing, but I really like this color blue.
I agree. Next up, we have King Toys Rakecorn.
Mine is on its way.
There you go.
That's all I got to say.
I think it looks good. So we talked about this at length in multiple episodes. So we both like it. Bobby cannot wait. It's his most anticipated figure of the year right now.
That I don't have, yes.
That you don't have. That's to be released. Not including Bingo Toys Computron, because who knows what's going on with that.
Yes.
Moving on to recently released. First, we have a look at the box of Omega Prime from the HasLab from Japan, and this is via Twitter user Mob0526. I really like this box. It is very cool. It wouldn't have swayed me to pick up the figure, but this looks really nice.
Yeah, it looks like it's from the cartoon, like the intro or something like that. Or
maybe when they're transforming.
Oh, when they're transforming is what I was going to say. Yep. Yeah, all those cutscenes. Looks good.
I agree. Next, we have Bobby's favorite figure, the Hot Shot, and we have the Excellion Age of the Primes. This is via Dr. Lockdown on Reddit. It said Oz release, so I'm assuming it's an Australian release, so we'll get it soon, maybe. That's a Walmart exclusive in the US. That Hot Shot was probably your figure of the year last year, from what I remember. So will you be picking up this Excellion?
I don't think it was my figure of the year.
I'm pretty sure you said it was better than any Fans Toys figure you picked up last year.
Damn sure didn't say that. It definitely was a surprise figure of the year, and it actually made my top 10, which I was very surprised with. I actually like the blue look better than the red, but I still will be picking it up.
I think the red was really cool back in Cybertron before we got a G1 anything of Rodimus, because it's like the harken back to G1 that fans might have wanted back then. Now we have a whole bunch of Rodimuses, so it's kind of like, it's cool, but the blue is more unique for a collection.
Yeah.
But either which way, I think you need to pick them up. You'll probably pick it up if you see it in Walmart.
Oh, I am picking it up.
Yeah. Next, we have the T-Spark Synergex series Transformers collab, Megatron and Optimus, and this is via Femina56125 on Twitter.
They look better than earlier shots of them. I like how the box is
the box shot.
I like how the boxes connect together and you see Godzilla in the middle. That's really cool. The colors on Prime, how he looks like he's all, gray or off white or whatever, and then he turns into a blue truck. It's kind of cool. But yeah, the Megatron, it's fine. The Prime, it's fine. I'm gonna pass on both of these.
All I have to say is Godzilla deserves better.
Truth.
Let's move on to, I didn't even know this was out. We have a KO Oversized Studio Series 114 Megatron. This is via Calvin Chua. And you actually put this in the news. I found it on AliExpress if you want to pick it up. This is probably the size Megatron needed to be. You know, we talked about Starscream, and he's going to be a Voyager. So I think Optimus and Megatron should have probably all been this size instead of that tiny size.
Okay.
Not compared to Prime. Sorry, just in general, I think these figures needed to be Voyagers because they're the flagships. But then again, they wanted to make them deluxes, so they sell more and they meant more money. I get it. But I think this was the size it needed to be. Still has the problems with the proportions that I'm not a big fan of, but that's TF1 in general. So.
Legs. Legs, upper body. Yeah, I agree. It even though it's bigger, it doesn't look as bad bigger, but the proportions are still bad. Did you pick it up since you found it?
Oh no! Goodness gracious, no! What? There's also a KO of the Prime that I saw that has more silver. I meant to add that in, but I didn't. I don't know if that one's oversized. Why would you think I would pick this up?
You like the movie too. You didn't fall asleep on it.
I liked the movie, but that doesn't mean I need it. I also liked other movies that I don't need collections of in my nerd cave.
I actually watched TF1 again.
How many times did you fall asleep?
I didn't fall asleep this last time at all. But I actually watched it again. So I've watched it 5 times now.
All right. Straight from Outworld, Kintaro of TFW didn't know he was a Transformers collector, but if you have 4 arms, that'll make it easier. Showed off the Akai Studio 86 Galvatron set with the head, spire, and feet. And if you didn't know, Kintaro is a character from Mortal Kombat. This looks good. If it had the new canon, I think it would probably look even better. Honestly, I was like, oh, this looks really good from Hasbro. And then I realized if it didn't have those pieces, it would really, not the head, but like the spire and the feet, it'd look a little bare. Well, it wouldn't look bare. It would look like something was off. But I think this looks really good.
I'm going to retract a statement I made. I always said that these heads look too good for these figures. This head looks really, really good on this figure. And it actually makes the figure look a lot better. I mean, the whole set, excuse me, but it doesn't look bad on this figure. Like I thought it was going to look like 2 different, eras, but it actually goes really, really well.
I agree.
This looks good.
And I think it's because the Galvatron was already a good figure. Everybody seems to like it. I didn't pick it up, but everybody liked it. And I think this looks great. I do think that this has a sticker over the Decepticon symbol.
Yeah, it does.
And that looks so much nicer. Mm-hmm. Might not be too inaccurate, but I like that. So this looks like a great figure. I don't need it, but I think it looks good.
Yeah, looks good.
Next up, TM Reviews showed off Vin Corridor. Fire in the Sky, the KO oversized Jetfire, which looks great. I do like it. You bought it, didn't you?
Not yet.
I'm looking over there and looking at your face. I don't need it because I have the Hasbro one, and honestly, the Hasbro one's big enough for my collection. I've never seen Jetfires being humongous, but I guess he was in the tune. I like this though. I think it looks good. I do like all the extra purple on. I didn't see that purple on the chest. Now I might pick it up. The extra purple right here. Yeah. Or it's really dark on Hasbro. Yeah. And I like all the silver in the alt mode. I don't remember if Hasbro's had that or not. In the nose cone area.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember that either.
I might have to pick this up. I think it looks good.
I haven't opened mine.
Yeah, I remember we talked about that.
Yeah.
This looks really good though.
Yeah, that's why I didn't realize that this was out, and so I need to go place an order for it.
Yeah. Why don't you just order 2 and send one my way?
Cool. You pay for 2 and I'll send it your route. Sounds good.
Next up, we have Nightmare Fuel. We have I Am No Fire showing off MB32 Armor Eagle.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and say, is he cross-eyed? I saw a video on this, and I swear he is like, and I didn't like that at all. But I'm not going to use the human armor anyway. I think the bot mode looks dope.
I agree. My complaint is that I don't like the gold front and it's like sliced in half still. Still don't like that. But I think it looks good still. Honestly, it should just come with another faceplate. So instead of the human face, you could take it off and give it a robot head. A robot face that's silver, because I think the armor looks really cool. The red on the chest, the extra blue. I think they did a good job with that. It's just that demonic doll look. You know, Annabelle's missing. I don't know if you heard about that. That's what this reminds me of.
So, so I was a big wrestling fan, and The Rock was one of my favorite wrestlers. And I remember he used to always make fun of like Kane and Undertaker. And I remember he like did this one promo shoot, and he actually like did this thing, and he, you know, made his eyes go cross-eyed, and he was talking about Undertaker, and that's what he talked about his bowling ball head and his Mickey Mouse tattoos, and that's what it made me think of when I saw this picture. So I'm still getting it. I think it's been it's shipped out, so I'm excited to get it.
I think the non-armor look does look really good. It just needs an Autobot symbol to kind of break that up, and it'll look really good.
Yeah.
Next up, I think you need to pick this up. This is a fourth-party Desperado Megatron. It's only $130. It is the Unique Toys version, not the New Age, but I think it's what you're looking for.
Not at all.
You almost bought the New Age one.
Yeah, because that one looked good.
Yeah, this looks good too.
No, not if this is the. I've seen a video a couple weeks ago. I think this is it, and yeah, when they had it in alt mode, it looked like it was trying to transform on its own. It was. It did not.
You like Robosin? Go ahead and pick this up. Does the same thing for cheaper.
Yeah. Well, the problem is that I still have to transform it. I don't want it to look like it's transforming, and it's not transforming. Yeah. It didn't look like it pegged in tight at all, and yeah, I'm going to pass.
I will say the finish looks amazing.
Yeah.
The weathered look looks good. Not for my collection, but I think the weathered look does look good.
Yeah, the New Age one looks so much better.
It does. No complaint on that. Next up, we have a fourth-party Trailbreaker.
Wow, it's been a long time. Usually these come out a lot faster.
This might be a re-release. It didn't say, but go pick it. I think we did talk about this already, but it's back in stock if you want it.
Okay, yeah, go get it. I'm good. I already have it.
This is all you. We got DX9's Mini 03 Brainstorm.
Yeah, I don't get the name.
Matthew Axelson, not Brainstorm. Excuse me, Matthew Axelson.
Yeah, I'm good. I need some syrup to go with the waffles on those guns, but yeah, I'm not a fan of the alt mode. The bot mode looks good, but yeah, this will be one I pass on.
I do like the transformation joint in the waist that he could kind of go backwards. You don't see that a lot, so that's kind of cool, but I'm good.
I don't know. It looks like he has a wheel coming down out of his chest.
True, but it's still kind of cool. Next up, we have JD01. Oh, excuse me, not that. We have Zhujiang Mao, Battle Damage Prime. I think you need to pick this up too.
No, I already have.
This one's weathered. You like weathered stuff. It lights up. You might as well get all the colors of this.
No.
You're already going to have, what, 2 of them in your collection?
I'll have
the third one.
No.
And then when they do a Magnus and a Shattered Glass, you could pick those up too.
Yes. But no, not this one. It was a fun figure. I really liked it. It's actually a cool figure.
Yeah, it looks cool. And the weathering looks nice as well.
It does. But no, I'm not going to do it.
This is JD01 via Razor 24 of TFW with Classics Prime. I don't know if they painted the hips or if they changed it in production now that it's out. I don't know, but it does look better. This is a figure that if I was to see it at TFCon for $25 like it is overseas, I would pick it up. Won't pick it up for any more.
So I don't have this figure. Is it the taller one or the small one?
So the big one is the one that came out in, I believe, 2006.
Okay.
And then a company made a KO undersized version of it.
Yeah. I'll never pay to make it smaller. I want it bigger. No.
Well, they already have an MP sized version, which is what I use as my MP Optimus. And then there's the normal Voyager sized.
Who made that one? Who made the MP one?
That was a KO, obviously.
Oh.
I don't remember the name. I bought it like 7, 8, 9 years ago.
Okay.
And it came with a kit to make the hands, a Gundam kit. So he has posable hands. So it's a great figure. I love it. And like, I know you don't like the shields on the arm, so you could remove them and put them on the back just for storage, or just leave them off if you want. So I love it, but to each their own.
Yeah. Okay.
Hard to find now. So
okay.
As far as I remember. So I wanted to get a second one to repaint it, and I couldn't find one.
Oh. Okay. Not missing it because I didn't know about it, but yeah. Okay.
It was cheap. It was like $80 when I picked it up. And it has die cast in the feet and little rubber pads under the feet so he doesn't slip out, even though he doesn't need to because he has ratchets everywhere. It's a high quality KO.
I like all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's my language.
Anyways, that's not this KO. Why are we getting off topic again when we're already so over time? I think this looks good. Go ahead and pick it up for me. I'll be waiting for that tracking number.
Yeah, me too.
So we already talked about this coming out, but we didn't look at the bot modes. We looked at the alt mode. So here we have Ratliff via Illustrator bot of TFW and Ron via a Weibo user. And they both look good. I think the Ratchet looks better, but they do both look good. Neither of them sway me to pick them up, though.
Both of these are on their way to me as well. I hate the pose that Ratchet's in. I don't know. He looks like he just jumped out the shower and is feeling like zestfully clean or something like that. He's just like, yes, I'm here. You know.
Maybe that's his shattered glass personality.
I don't know. He's just, yeah. He's.
I'll pick these up at the TFW Black Friday sale. I mean, the TF Source Black Friday sale for $30 each.
Yeah. I really like the way these look, and I really like the way Ratchet looks, and I skipped out on the MPG version to get this version. So,
in my opinion, this one does look a lot better.
Right.
All right. Well, that is everything for this rather long episode. Thank you for watching this far. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're already looking ahead and trying to get to 4,000 subs. We're getting there. So I think we already got 20 subs since 3,000. So we really appreciate it. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. We have a very cool video coming out soon where we interviewed Derek of BotCon. I forgot to mention that at the beginning. And yeah, stay tuned for all the stuff. We have to move some things around. So we'll be talking. Me and Bobby probably be talking very soon to figure it out.
Yes. Stay tuned. Let us know if you're going to BotCon as well. I'll be there. And as always, till all debates are won, I got to get back to this basement.